Alrighty, we're gonna hop into my accountability list. Last week I did the video, a lot of feedback that said the video was too long and that people would have preferred it to be shorter and sweeter. So other people said they loved it long and they liked the story stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump right into my accountability, like the buckets, what I've done, how I feel accomplished for the week. And then I'm going to, the people that want to cut off after that don't want to hear a bunch of nonsense, they can bail out. And so that's the plan is from now on. Last week I forgot to mention that I missed the fun bucket altogether last week. And last week for fun I had, Monday we did a mental health Monday. We went fishing Monday. I gathered up some buddies and we all went. We bailed out on a Monday, which is always the best thing to do, because there's less people out there and it's a little more fun. So we went fishing last Monday. That was a fun bucket. And then we finished the league bowling, I think, last week as well, which I do on Thursdays. And we won the championship. So that's always good. That was a double winner. And we did a bunch of fun stuff. I did a bunch of fun stuff with my wife and daughter. And that always fills my fun bucket up. So we're going to go back to the buckets this week. Progress this week. I was out of town a lot of the weeks, and then I've been sick all week, like kicking my butt sick. So, literally my butt. And so definitely struggled I wasn't present in the father or the husband bucket for a few days because I was out of town. So that never helps you feel confident about succeeding in those areas when you're actually not present at all. When I came back, then I got sick, and I'm still working on the 75 hard, so I have a morning exercise and the night exercise, and I feel like that robbed from it. So I feel like I could have done better. This weekend I felt like total crap all weekend. So I really could have done better with being present in the husband and father bucket this week. Hopefully this week will be better. Workflow last week was solid. I kicked butt in the work division. The business division, new business, I didn't get a lot done. My reading, I got a ton of reading in, learned a lot. That's good. The finances are good. They went along lines with the work bucket. Fitness started really well, but then I actually struggled a lot from being sick. I think Tuesday was the first day where I wasn't able to finish a 5K straight through in a long time, and I think I was up to like 10 or 11 days in a row. So that was a struggle. Eating that, and then through the weekend, this weekend, I still was struggling with running. I'm totally drained due to being sick. I was just smoked. So I still did I did my workouts. I still did the miles. I just wasn't able to run them straight through. So that kind of stunk. It's a little defeating because your heart's in it. You have the best ambitions, but then you get out there and you just run out of gas and suck. So my diet was good. Discipline could have been better. Fun bucket this weekend. This week I really didn't get much into. Like I said, I felt like crap over the weekend, and I did have some day last week. We spent some time with the family. Got to go do a dinner. Had a dinner with a buddy of mine too, which is always a great time. So we had a little bit, nothing great. So that pretty much covers up my buckets for what I accomplished for the week, or where I failed, where I came short. I wish it would have been better. You always look for improvement. But it is what it is. You got to go. This is a long road. You can't get all excited about what you do right away. You have to look at this in a long, big picture, because it's the rest of your life. You want to see. We all want instant progress, but it just doesn't always happen like that. I wanted to hop in and talk about the flip-flops and socks last week. When I shot that video, it was like 11:30 at night. I was like, man, if I don't do this right now, I'm never going to get it done, and there's no better time to start than now. So I kind of kicked myself in the butt, got myself out here to do it. But we had come from the gym earlier, and I had socks on, so I just threw flip-flops on to walk out to the shop, and I was like, oh, they're just not going to be in the shot. Never thought about it. Sure enough, I had many people comment and say, hey, why are you wearing flip-flops and socks, loser? So that's for you people. I want to talk about a few things. Mental toughness. I'm doing 75 hard right now, which I know most of you Most of you know that I'm doing it, but most of you may not know what 75 Hard is. 75 Hard is a mental toughness challenge. And you come to find out that mental toughness is critical in everything you do. From business, pleasure, just dedication, mental toughness is what makes you be more successful or highly achieved. So it's so important. It's important in everything. I want to talk about confidence. So many people lack confidence these days, and that's a big issue. Confidence, it really isn't that much different than your bank account. If you're constantly withdrawing from confidence, you don't have any. The way to build confidence is a way to make deposits in the confidence bank account is really by succeeding in tasks that you lay out for yourself. If you say you're going to run a mile, run the mile. Don't run 8/10 of a mile, and then quit. If you say, I'm going to make the bet for a month, make your bet. It's irrelevant. If you're going to do business stuff, confidence has grown from doing what you say you're going to do repetitively. And that is something that never goes away, it never ends, and is always important. Build confidence. It's awesome. You need to build confidence, and confidence also is stripped faster than it's gained, unfortunately. It's real easy to lose confidence, far harder to build it. It takes a lot of time. I want to dive into this funny little message real quick. These are some excerpts that I grabbed from podcasts throughout the week or whatever. Just different things that I have in my cutting, stuff that I think is important. Just some key notes that I think is critical as I read and study information and try to better myself. I want to share a few of these golden nuggets, as I'd say, as we go through it. Discipline plus purpose plus gratuity equals happiness. So this happens all the time. This is discipline and confidence. Discipline builds confidence. Purpose is what you see that you want to accomplish. So you have discipline to do your purpose, and then gratuity is so important. And I struggle with this. This actually should be one of my bucket areas for accountability, because I'm frequently not grateful where I'm at. I suffer from the same thing everyone else does, where it's never enough, it's not fast enough, it wasn't done good enough, I could have done better, and that's a demoralizing thing that is common in this day and age. So discipline plus purpose plus gratefulness, gratuity, being grateful in the moment, being happy for where you are, appreciating the wins, equals happiness. Let's see, what else? I want to also pop into focusing on your wins. You don't want to look at every win and live in the win and then celebrate that for too long. You want to appreciate your wins, but if you just stay stuck in the wins, you'll waste a week or 4 days or whatever. Like, oh, I'm good, I did this and I deserve that. No, you need to appreciate your wins, but still be achieving for the next one. Still be looking at the next position to achieve, the next area to win, the next goal. That's another thing where we're all struggling with, I assume. That's another area I struggle with. You don't want to hang out in that win, because you need to be getting the next win. That's how progress is made. So there you go. I think that's it. That should be a really brief video. I think that's probably like 5 or 7 minutes. And like I said, this is uncut, unedited, straight off, however, off of a note sheet, and however I say it. I'm going to trim the front, trim the back, and I'm going to share it with you guys. Please reach out with what you want to hear. If you want to hear more of my story, more things that I go through on the day-to-day, do it. If you want more detail, let me know what you want to hear more of, what might help you more. Yeah, give me feedback. All right, thanks guys. Have a good week. Kick butt. Think about all your buckets and fill them as you go.